Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. Guess where the wild garlic is? Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, The Flying Sprout. So you would have seen there by the intro, that's some old footage from me last spring where I was foraging some wild garlic. And actually I think that was probably late spring and maybe early summer, because you'll see that there was plenty of flowers. So I've been out again this weekend. I've picked some wild garlic, and which I do every year, and I'm going to make some wild garlic pesto. I'm going to show you how I do that. No, it's not a cooking channel. It's not going to become a cooking channel, but I just thought for those of you that like the outdoors, it might be something worth looking at. And just before we go to actually making the pesto itself, I just thought I'd show you. This is a close-up of the leaf. It's quite shiny on one side, slightly dull underneath, and how to identify it if you actually rip or tear it up, or even scrunch it up in your hand and you smell it, you've definitely got that strong pungent smell of garlic, although it's much milder than a bulbed piece of garlic. A couple of things you do need to be aware of, and is that when you are picking it, make sure you know what you're doing and you know what it looks like. So just be careful when you're out there, because there are some plants that are a little bit similar, but they don't have that pungent smell. So if it does have that pungent smell, then you're probably on the right track. But just be sure you know what you're doing, because I wouldn't want to be responsible for anybody getting an upset tummy or worse. When foraging for wild garlic, the best places to look are forests and woodlands, often ancient woodlands. And wild garlic tends to grow in damp, shady conditions. The season for garlic generally runs from March through to early summer. You will notice that in and around April, mid to late April, the flowers appear. The whole of the plant is edible, and you'll see, I'll show you some pictures at the end of a dish that I made last year using the garlic that I foraged, and I actually used the flowers, the stems and the leaves. When you're foraging for the garlic, there are a few simple rules to follow. Make sure that you only pick as much as you need. When harvesting the garlic, only take part of the stalk and the leaf, or just take the leaf only. Don't actually uproot the whole of the plant. Make sure where you're foraging your garlic there is a plentiful supply. So be careful, if there's only a few plants there, don't take those. Find another area where there's a plentiful supply, because you'll damage the local environment. And when foraging garlic, try to tread carefully, not to trample or tread down other plants or ruin that environment. Okay, I think that's pretty much about it. So let's get on with making the pesto.